Crime Stoppers, police are looking for a man who they say is in the business of taking over bank accounts. Here's Greg Glover.
Sometimes it seems the criminal element is capable of getting into every one of your secrets, your social security number, credit cards, your PINs. We have photos of just such a guy, according to police, and if you recognize him or his vehicle, you could be well on the way to reward cash.
The suspect is not only wanted for the ATM fraud that they completed, but they're also wanted for what's called bank account takeover fraud.
Before we get to the crime, let's get to an explanation as to just what kind of offense we're talking about. It's different from identity theft.
That usually is when someone tries to take over your credit, and they will submit bank applications and they will submit credit applications for vehicles or large purchases.
Sergeant Victor Miller says with this crime, they hit an existing account.
The person can completely take over your bank account. They learn your passwords, and then they can change things such as address and phone numbers to their information. And you do not know until several days later, and they've already withdrawn money from your account.
That's what investigators say this man did here in town several times in September. These photos come from the First Bank ATM at Hamilton Place. Have a close look. He appears to be a black male with a beard, and he's driving a white GMC Yukon.
It appears that the vehicle has an out-of-state plate, which is from Washington. And what we know is rental car companies do have license plates from out of state, so that may be a clue that helps someone.
Think back to September. Do you remember a neighbor, a friend, anyone you know of who was driving that type of vehicle with a Washington plate?
Even if you don't know for sure, call in the tip and we will follow up on it. They'll never know that you called, but we will follow up to find out if that's the suspect or not.
If any of those pictures rings a bell, we have up to $1,000 cash reward waiting for your call. The number 698-3333. That line is manned 24/7, and as Sergeant Miller said, we'll never ask your name. David.